Hello there everybody, it is me XFreezerBunny and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed building video. Okay guys, today we are doing a very special speed build. The house is called Ombré Hideaway, and this house is going to be my official entry for Deligracy's house building competition called #Deligracyblueprint. Okay guys, so the house is already available for download at the Sims 4 gallery. As usual, all the links will be in the description as well as all the hashtags, so it'll be easier for you guys to find. So yes, it is a competition, so if you guys kind of feel like helping me out a bit, if you guys think I deserve a prize, just go ahead and download the house. It really is gonna bring attention to this building and hopefully Deligracy is gonna like it. I just want to make it clear though that I'm not in it to win it. I feel like already a winner just by participating in the competition, since I think the beauty of the competitions like these ones are kind of like because they bring together the community and I don't know, just be creative with each other. It's really fun. So if you guys feel like I deserve to win or something, just go ahead and download the house. And hopefully Deligracy notices it, and each download does help and bring attention to the house as well, because there's like hundreds literally of entries already, so I'm trying to kind of like catch as much attention as I can, if you guys get what I mean. So yes, also, as you guys can see right now, we are already working on the interior, and I have to say, the interior of this house is working overtime. It's insane. I don't feel like I've ever spent as much time doing the interior in any build than I've done in this one. It's kind of crazy. There's a lot of detail, there's a lot of item, and there's also a lot of personality as well. So yes, the funny thing is that the interior is not really, the interior kind of plays a really small role in the judging, because I think Deligracy is probably going to judge the houses based on whether it interests her or not from the thumbnails on the gallery. So, I mean, the thumbnails for this are gonna be so freaking important. That's kind of why I made a conscious decision to make the outside attract as much attention as I can. Of course, you guys can clearly see a very strong contemporary aesthetic that I have, and I kind of just stayed consistent with it. Inspired by other successful builds that are in the contemporary style, such as the school, the classy townhouse, and the high school as well. All those combined kind of inform my aesthetic decisions to make this house really my own. It's the first competition that Deligracy had that I actually joined, even though I've already joined several competitions before. It's been about a year actually since the last major competition and stuff. Like March 2014, I believe, was when I joined my first two competitions together, and those competitions happened almost at the same time. They were within about a week of each other, and that was Dutch Sims 4 Masters and Life Simmers competition. Both of those were supposed to build a house and stuff like that in The Sims 3, and now this is my first competition for The Sims 4, so I'm really excited to kind of, I don't know, just show the community what I'm capable of. I know that's kind of conceited and vain, but I mean, come on, you guys. I had to join this because I wanted to be a part of the community, and also I wanted the exposure, I guess. That sounds really bad, but I kind of wanted to bring attention to my channel for the people who are interested. It was very hard to actually make a build that wasn't so in your face, because sometimes it could get a little bit trying hard, and I didn't want that. I didn't want Deligracy to see my build as kind of like an attention whore. Forgive the language, but yes. Basically the inspiration for this house is Totally Spies. I know I bring that up a lot in my builds, but definitely Totally Spies. You guys can see a lot of the colors. In particular, I think the house reflects Clover's personality the most. There's tons of pink. Most of the house actually has pink accents and stuff, and white as well, and some wood paneling and stuff like that. There is one set of rooms that have a masculine feel. And that is the guest room. But yeah, basically the inspiration for this house was kind of like super modern, Barbie girl, California, Totally Spies, kind of like all of that mooshed into one. I actually have been watching Deligracy for the longest time, and I kind of feel like I kind of understand her personality. She's very girly, but she's also sophisticated. So girly, that word is very easy to interpret, but the sophisticated is so hard to kind of, get on fleek, if that makes any sense. So I definitely feel like the house turned out being sophisticated, hands down. Cause I think one big factor is restraining myself, trying to not go over the top and not go like trying hard. I did not want to try hard so bad, but I did do my best. Trying hard and doing your best are two different things, but yeah, I think the finished product is amazing, especially the interiors, which probably nobody's even gonna see, because unless they watch this video, because pretty much everybody in the community at the gallery will only see the outside, which is probably like only 10% of the actual house, because I don't know. Like literally though, the interiors are crazy, and you guys can see there's a lot of things happening. I know I haven't been talking much of the builds, but you guys can see that's actually a swimming pool right there, which your guys' sims could probably enter that, even though there's like only one tile. And there's also a split level. There's literally like everything but the kitchen sink in this, but I still managed to tie things together using the color, and of course color pink, which is really nice. I will actually replace some of those bright purple wallpapers later on, because I feel like we had one too many pink accents already. So yes, you guys just saw that I replaced them with some bricks actually. So yes, there's actually a bunch of rules that we needed to follow in this build, and I'm just gonna tell you guys the important ones. And basically the most important rule is that we have to keep the walls as they are. We're not allowed to delete any walls, and we're not allowed to create any rooms outside the walls that have already been built by Deligracy herself. But we were allowed to build walls and rooms within walls. So that's that. Okay, one more thing that I kind of want to reiterate here is that I had such a hard time choosing the beds. Once again, I totally throw shade at The Sims 4 every time I choose my beds, but definitely they have the worst selection of beds. I'm not even ashamed to say that. It's just a really, really crappy selection of beds. Like, I think it would help if we had creative style, because I think the one big problem that I have are these bed sheets. They're gross and they're hideous. You guys can see the bed that we have right now has gray bed sheets, and I don't like that because they kind of looks dirty to me. So I don't know, I just had a really tough time choosing the beds. I did stick to this bed in the end though, because it was the simplest one that I can find, and the other modern beds looked too futuristic. I think that's my problem. There's no other than this one, there's no modern bed that's they can kind of pass off as, contemporary and stuff like that. It was really hard. But anyway, so yes, I mentioned earlier to you guys that this house did have a little bit of masculine touch to it, and that is this room right here, which most of the colors are very masculine in my opinion. We have a lot of blue. Blue is the main color for this room, and then there's also some black accents as well in the furnitures and stuff like that. So it's really fun, and this doesn't necessarily have to be a boys' room anyway. You can totally put your girls here, and they'll totally be fine. So yes. Anyway, adding in a bunch of things. I don't know what I'm talking about. Something's distracting me. Anyway, so yes, I was able to use a lot of really contemporary things, which is really refreshing. It's been a while since I've done a contemporary build, so, yes. And then, One piece of item that I used quite a lot actually are these paintings that came with Cool Kitchen. Seriously, you guys, those are some of the best modern paintings ever in the game. They're absolutely gorgeous, and yes, yeah, okay. So I noticed that the walls were a little bit high, so I added those blinds there. And yeah, right now we are working on the ground floor toilet. Now the toilets, there's 2 toilets and bathrooms and stuff. Well, toilets and bathrooms are kind of the same anyway, but yeah, there's 2 bathrooms in this house. Both of them are connected to the bedrooms. This house also has 2 bedrooms, by the way, in case I haven't mentioned it before. And pretty much all the rooms, the toilets and the bedrooms have the same exact furniture. There we go, changing the tiles in the kitchen because I feel like it needed a little bit of variety from that wood flooring that we used. But yes, this kitchen has a predominantly black color scheme, which I really liked. This is actually the very first kitchen that I colored a lot of the items jet black, and I really, really like the look. I don't know, I tend to choose white more than I choose black just because white kind of gives me a fresh type of feeling. But in this case, I wanted to add a lot of variety to the house, so I felt like black would be a really appropriate color choice. So there we go, and of course, tons of clutter. Literally half of this build is just me choosing the clutter and stuff. By the way, that black bathtub is gorgeous. I love how it has like some chrome detail to it. It's very R&B. I really, really like it. And yes. Also, one other piece of item that I used quite a lot actually are those hydrangea. What are those things called? I forgot what those are called. Those flowers that came with Cool Kitchen once again. I used those a lot. Pretty much every room has those because they come in a bunch of really, really beautiful accent colors. And those cluster of flowers themselves look really, really nice. So yes. So yeah, I was able to use them in almost all the bedrooms, which was quite fun. Also, one more thing that you guys might notice in this build is that the speed is a little bit faster than how I would usually have it. And pretty much, once again, the reason for that is just I spend so much time on building the interior. It's kind of crazy. However, I didn't feel like, speeding it up too much this time would be a problem since basically you guys can clearly see what's happening anyway. Because I did take it slow while doing the major parts of this build. The only thing that kind of took a lot of time was actually just putting all the clutter. And right now we're doing a walk-in closet actually, and all the bedrooms in the house do have a walk-in closet. I'm especially proud of the bedroom upstairs. It's absolutely stunning. One of my best bedrooms ever, and it's huge. The upstairs bedroom occupies most of the upper floor, so that's that. And yeah, but anyway, hopefully you guys aren't too I don't know. Hopefully you guys don't mind the speed, since I honestly, I don't mind the speed, to be completely honest with you guys. Cause yes, you can clearly see it anyway. So that's usually something that I consider a lot, since every time I do really, really sped up videos, a lot of you guys would point it out and kind of tell me to kind of split it into 2 parts. And I really didn't want to split this video up in 2 parts because I didn't feel like it was worth it anyway. I'm just like, okay, it's just a small little house. Most of the time I just furnished and placed some accessories and things. So, yes. Right now we're working on probably one of my favorite rooms in the house, and it is the master suite because it comes with its own bathroom as well as a walk-in closet. And once again, beds, really, really tricky. It was really easy for me though to choose this bed because it had the same exact color scheme as the ones that we have for the walls and for the carpets. I love that accent color. It's kind of pink. It's a little bit fuchsia magenta. It's kind of like all of it together. I also really love that circular light that had like Japanese details on it. I think it's quite fun. It's white, but it has like these pink little details and stuff, which is quite nice. And one technique that I was only able to do in this build for the first time is actually use those ottomans a lot, especially in the bedrooms. I love using those pink ottomans. I feel like they make this bedroom look like a total diva, and I really, really like that. So yeah, the pink is serving as the accent color, and then the white is actually the main base color. So yes, I was a little bit torn in this part because I kind of wanted to add some shade just to give her a little bit of privacy, or him, whatever. You guys can put whatever sim in this bedroom, but I ended up not putting shades since the view outside is gorgeous. You can see the cherry blossoms, which kind of tie in with the pink accents that we have for the color scheme, and yes, it's really fun. So yeah, and then just putting in a bunch of different just stuff, you know, like desks and computers and TVs. I never use my Sims' TVs in their bedrooms, which is quite funny because in real life, I would watch TV in my bedroom. When I had a TV, I would watch it in my bedroom, but right now I just didn't feel the need to have a TV. Hashtag personal life. But yeah, all the bedrooms do have their own TV, and there's also some other TVs as well, actually. So that's that. There's 2 other TVs around the house as well. One in the main living room, and there's another one upstairs as well, in like the den area. My voice cracked, which was really annoying. But anyway, this bedroom has a huge walk-in closet. It's insane. It's gigantic. Like it's amazing. It's like every girl's dream. I love using those hanging clothes because I feel like they complete the look of a walk-in closet really, really well. I kind of wish that we had interactions that come with these. You know, I think they could have easily made these closets instead. But I mean, I love those so much. I love looking at them. So yes, and yeah, we have that one lit mirror from the back that came with Spa Day. I used Spa Day mirrors all over this build as well, and tons of pink, which is super, super unusual. This is literally the most feminine house that I've ever done in The Sims 4, for sure. I hope nobody calls me out as being sexist by calling pink a female color, but yeah, it's really fun, and I was actually able to do things that I've never done before, because you guys know that I usually tend to take it easy a little bit with my decorating in my homes, but this time I went all out cray. Like, I went all out crazy just because I know that Deligracy loves to do interior decoration, and I mean, everybody likes really nice interiors and stuff, so I really did put extra effort in making the interior insanely amazing. Okay, so right now you guys can see we are working on the master bathroom, I guess. Once again, tons of magenta color, very, very beautiful. And it also has like gorgeous floor to ceiling windows, which once again bring the outside inside and kind of just connect all the different colors together. Placing this house in Willow Creek is amazing because Willow Creek has the pink cherry blossom flowers and stuff, which I do feel complement this house to a T. It brings the color pink together on the outside with the ones that we have on the inside. And I don't know, it's a very diva glam bathroom as well. There's like some stage lights. There's even a chair. Like, who needs a chair in the bathroom? I would sit on the floor. I would sit on the tub. Yes, hashtag TMI, but I would. So I don't know. It's just an extra, piece of luxury, I guess. This house is definitely not geared towards people who are on a budget. So yes, definitely this house would fit in so well in Beverly Hills. It's gonna be amazing. I just could not get Totally Spies out of my head. I love that show. I watched that show growing up. I don't know, I loved it so much. My favorite character is Sam, actually. But I also loved Clover and Alex just as much, but definitely my favorite one is Sam. She is amazing. I love her. Everybody loves Sam, I noticed. So, yes. And yeah, you guys can see some more of the ombre effect that I did. I chose the purple because the one kind of bright purple shade I absolutely love. Like, that color is gorgeous. It's very, very saturated. It really draws your eye to it. So basically, I use that color as kind of like the basis for my choice on the ombre thing. And then eventually it ombres from purple to blue, okay? And yes, there's a swimming pool, as you guys can see. There will be a bar actually in the middle of that swimming pool, which we'll place later on. One interesting thing that I actually did in this house that I don't do that often, but I do these in my Newcrest builds, not necessarily in other towns, but I place gravel instead of grass, because I feel like the gravel is a little bit more of a modern choice, and you guys just saw me throw in a nice little car as well, and it is a kind of aqua blue color, turquoise color, which is quite nice. It's a nice little detail that I feel like nobody ever thought of, and you can literally see the car from the thumbnail in the gallery. So yes, hashtag attention whore. I mean, seriously though, it's a competition. Who doesn't join it to win it? Like, I kind of want to win, to be completely honest with you guys, just so that Deligracy can see my work, and maybe we can be friends. You guys know how much I admire her, and how much I love her work. So, oh my gosh, if she watches this, I'm literally gonna die. I doubt it though. I'm just literally like a speck compared to her channel, so she's definitely an inspiration for me. I mean, a lot of simmers are, it's not just Deligracy. James is also a big inspiration for me and other simmers as well. But yeah, you guys can see me fiddle with the landscaping here. I tried to consider placing some trees, but I didn't feel like trees were exactly necessary, since most of, I think the aesthetic that I kind of was going for was very kind of zen. Like, it's like a modern version of a zen garden, and I feel like the trees kind of draw the attention to the trees themselves and not exactly to the landscaping that I placed on the ground. So I didn't feel like the trees were necessary, is what I'm trying to say. And there we go. There is a bar in the middle of the pool. I cannot wait until we actually get some pool bars. But the bar thing, once again, is actually a signature. I've done that in another build a while ago. It was on the Newcrest Wellness Center. By the way, that build was done way before Spa Day came out. So yeah, I was first, so don't even try. And yes, I placed in a technique that I learned from Deligracy herself, which is actually to put ottomans on chairs to make them look like lounges. And I think one technique that I discovered by doing this build is actually enlarging those rugs that came with Spa Day. I don't know what those rugs are, but those are rugs. I think they complement really well the furniture that came with Perfect Patio, actually. And a lot of you guys actually say that Perfect Patio had some of the best furniture, and for sure it has the best contemporary furniture. I feel as if I use Perfect Patio for the outside for sure, and for the inside I use Cool Kitchen a little bit more, especially like Cool Kitchen, let's admit it, you guys, like, it's not the best stuff pack, but it did came with some amazing items. Those hydrangea flowers, if those are hydrangeas, I'm not sure. That painting is really cool. It came with one shelf as well and some lights. It's really nice. I think each stuff pack has its own contribution to the game that kind of makes it indispensable and really important. And I kind of was wondering whether I needed to put in a pool ladder or not. So I kind of eventually decided to not put a pool ladder, since the pool kind of looked really streamlined, and putting a pool ladder kind of took away from that and kind of make it look a little bit cliche. This, once again, is a technique that I learned from Deligracy. I saw her do this for the first time. I mean, the first time I saw this technique, I saw it from Deligracy is what I'm trying to say. And that is placing those shelves on the windows. Very, very beautiful effects. I've used those in many other successful builds as well. So there we go. I did try to kind of dig deep within myself and kind of discover my identity as a builder and my aesthetic, and kind of incorporated that into this build to show the best that I can do for Deligracy. You know, it's basically just for her, you know, after being such a huge inspiration to me, this is the least I can do. It's participate in her competition and just pray and hope that it will be a success, okay? So yes, the last room that we're gonna make, actually no, this is the second to the last room that we're gonna make, and this is the foyer. So yeah, it has a sofa, actually has a love seat, and it has like some clutter items as well. But the last room that we're gonna be working on is this upstairs den type of room. Not so sure what to consider this room as, but it has another TV. It's kind of like a TV space, you know, where you would watch your friends if you don't want them to go all the way to your bedroom. It's a really, really fun space to hang out and stuff like that. And I actually really, really like the wall in this bedroom, in this room. It's quite nice. It's quite unique as well. I don't know, I just really like it. I like using those horizontal panelings that I believe are supposed to be placed outside. I love using those on the inside because it's different, you know, and I love different. I love doing things that are out of the box and things like that, placing in some lights to brighten up these spaces that are a little bit dark, and then just finishing up the build by adding a bunch of really nice clutter items. I did use the Show Hidden Objects cheat to unlock some paintings, just to give it a little bit of variety and all that good stuff. But yes, you guys, that's pretty much it for the speed builds part of this video. We're gonna go ahead and actually cut into the screenshots where you guys can see both stories of the lot. So you guys can see the first and second floor, so you guys can see the circulation and how this lot works. And yes, it does work. I've tested it out and it does function really well. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That's going to be it for the commentary part of this video. Once again, please don't forget to hit that like, favorite, and subscribe button if you guys had fun watching this video, because it really does help out the channel a lot. You all have an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.